Sometimes discernment will be activated through intuition, and sometimes discernment will be activated through instincts. See, your intuition will alert your body through smells, hearing, sight, taste. Yeah. In the moment you won't understand it. You won't know exactly why your body is alerting you, but you know something's off. Your body is telling you to pay attention, right? And other times your discernment will be activated through instincts. And the difference is instincts are oftentimes activated through specific circumstances, situations, events, right? Here's why you need to know the difference, because you hear people oftentimes talk about red flags, or you ignoring something, or you didn't pay attention, and that's not true. Sometimes you won't know a thing until you know a thing. Hence the reason why we know of terms and behaviors such as manipulation, being conned, finessed, coerced, lied to. Yeah. See, in the moment, you won't be able to tell if it's a red flag or not. You won't be able to tell that a person is a fucking psychopath or not. You won't be able to tell that someone's really abusive. You won't be until it happens, right? And in that moment, your instincts will tell you how to fight. Your instincts will tell you when to leave. And sometimes your intuition won't be able to pick up on those personality types, those behaviors, those red flags, right? So sometimes discernment is activated through intuition, and sometimes it's activated through instincts. And in which case, you'll know when you know, right? Okay, I'll give you guys an example. Have you ever picked up on someone's energy? Have you ever picked up on someone's language, the way they speak to people, and you realize, I'll stay away from that person. I don't like how they handled the waitress. I don't like how this person speaks to their mother. I don't like how this person behaves around their children. Yeah, I'll stay. That's your intuition. But other situations, have you ever experienced someone who went to jail for a heinous crime? I mean, treacherous. But you knew that person in college? Yeah. Have you ever experienced someone in a relationship and you thought the relationships was complete goals, and you found out behind closed doors they were really abusive, narcissistic? Yeah. So those were instincts. See, the reason why there's a difference is because oftentimes, when you come across certain personality types and certain kind of toxic people, you don't know that. You don't know who they really truly are until you experience them in circumstances that don't arise until years later. You don't experience this person's true character until you've witnessed them put into a situation of danger, right? So I hope to give you guys a different perspective as how discernment is activated. And sometimes you won't know until you know. And it's okay. It's sometimes it can be embarrassing to know that you've been lied to know that you've been manipulated, to know that someone finessed you for years and you didn't find out about it until a decade later. Sometimes it can be embarrassing. Sometimes it can be disappointing to learn someone you were mentored by, someone you looked up to, someone you respected were completely, utterly not who they say they were. Like you learn that this person was a fucking con artist. These It can be hurtful. disappointing, frustrating. It can be disheartening, embarrassing. But sometimes your discernment isn't activated in that moment. Sometimes you won't pick up on things until years later, and you have to hone in on those moments where you realize that your discernment wasn't off, your intuition wasn't off, your instincts wasn't off. You just need to hone in on those aspects of your see, it's hard to explain because we've all been there. We we know what it's like to love someone deeply and find out that they were a complete lie. It's hard to find out that someone you trusted was your enemy from the beginning. Yeah. And you didn't pick up on it. You didn't find out until years. It's hard to accept that. But once you have this perspective into discernment, instincts, and intuition, I promise you, it'll help you. I hope this helps.